Roger, Formula 4 catamaran speedboat driver. Like our other speed lovers, Roger's middle name could actually be Adrenaline. The record for his class of boat is 165 km per hour, and they normally race at around the 152 km per hour mark. Roger's raced all sorts of powerboats since falling in love with the sport in 1993 and is involved with everything from racing himself to manning the rescue and recovery boat at his club. He would love to race the Formula 1 powerboats, which hit speeds of about 240 km per hour, but can't afford this at present. As in the world of motor racing, as you move down the ratings from 4 to 1, so the cost of taking part rises astronomically. Roger races all over Europe, enjoying the thrill of the race as well as the chance to go incredibly fast. Where else in the world can you drive a boat as fast as you like and not get told off for it? It is an incredible feeling to drive fast on water. 10 km per hour feels like traveling at 320 km per hour. Every inch of water is different. There's the wind, and the waves from the bank and from other craft. It's never the same, he says. Quite the action man. Roger's other interests have included navigating in a rally car, canoeing and sailing. I've sailed for 30 years and all I've done is raced. Steve, paraquite. Steve's sport may be one of the slower fast man activities, but it gets his heart pumping. He rides a wind-powered kite buggy, also known as a paraquite, at about 6 km per hour. In his three-wheeled machine, Steve sits virtually on the ground, and yes, he does topple out sometimes. We're only a couple of inches off the ground and it feels very quick indeed, says 29-year-old Steve. The record is just over 95 km per hour, and Steve has so far touched 72 km per hour, and is hoping to find the wind and surface conditions that will allow him to go even quicker. The stronger the wind, the smaller the kite we use, he says. Steve recalls the day he spotted the enormous kites and buggies and decided it was a sport he had to try. I've never looked back since. Like the adrenaline of it and the feeling of control, says Steve. It feels so fast. Wind's an amazing thing, he says. He and his fellow paraquiters need large areas of flat hard ground such as a beach or a park with mown grass where there aren't too many goalposts to get in the way. He says the paraquiters are quicker than the kitesurfers, who use similar kites but whiz about on surfboards on the waves. I couldn't afford that, and we are going faster. Jamie, motorbike speedster. Jamie loves the sheer thrill of going extremely fast, extremely close to the ground, on his motorbike. He recently left the powerful superbike class of Monster 1000 CE bikes for the cheaper to run, but just as much fun, Super Mono motorbike class. That's 4-stroke single-cylinder 720cc bikes which easily reach speeds of about 225 km per hour on the track. He rides for a racing team and competes virtually every other weekend in the racing season from April to September, practicing or tweaking his bikes several nights a week. It's just the thrill. It's something that I've been into that gives me the excitement I like, he says. His wife Amanda goes to watch and generally puts up with masses of motorbike talk. One of the fastest riders on the circuit, Jamie doesn't ride a road motorbike. I'm not interested. I want to go fast and race, he says. He admits that some spectators are partly watching to see the crashes. No one wants to see anyone hurt, but it is quite spectacular when they fall off, he says. Ralph, Formula 1 racing driver. Racing driver Ralph adores burning rubber at 320 km per hour on the Formula 1 racetrack. I started when I was 10 years old. It was my birthday and I had a day's go-karting as a surprise treat. I did that for 6 years and achieved quite a bit of success. This is an understatement as he won virtually every race around. By the time he was 14, karting had become more than a hobby, and he was traveling all over Europe to compete. I wanted to go for Formula 1 from that first day I started racing, so getting the chance this year is like a dream come true. The first time you drive the car it's amazingly quick, but after that you get used to the speed and don't notice it. What I get a real buzz from is going round in a good time or crossing the finishing line ahead of my opponents. People think motor racing's a very glamorous situation with lots of things going on, but the races are very busy with the team and the media, so you don't get to see so much of whatever else is going on. Maybe at the end of the year, I'll be able to sit back and reflect a bit, but for now it's pretty hectic,